Hello, everybody. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, staying cool and out of the heat. But we're here today because we have a lot to go over. So there's a lot happening right now in the drama community, and it involves Rich Lux and Dustin Dailey with a couple other creators as well. And I really wanted to talk about this because I have opinions regarding the video that Rich did, as well as Dustin's video, but I wanted to put everything in a timeline of events for you all so you know how everything played out with all the tweets, video clips, all of that. So first off, it all started with Rich Lux making a video. And let's just say people are not happy about this video. One, it has a very clickbait title. Two, it's very little of actually him in his video and more of somebody else's content. Three, he added a sponsor to the video, which just makes it kind of even more wrong, in my opinion. And four, it went a bit too far in people's opinions as well as mine. And I have been seeing a lot lately when I watch Rich Lux videos that the title is very clickbait and even has nothing to do what he's actually talking about, which does bother me some. But I know that YouTubers do this for clicks and views. And it's something that comes with bigger channels, in my opinion. And it's something that I'm aware of. And when I do see like a really bad clickbait video, like I even said it the other day before even this video came out, and I was like, God damn it, Rich, you clickbaited me. And Pope was actually watching the video with me. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, this video had nothing to do with the title. Like, what does this title have anything to do with this video? And I've been seeing that more and more lately. Well, so this is how it goes. Rich did a video on Nikocado Avocado. I always say his name backwards. And as you can see from the thumbnail, the video was called Nikocado Avocado is Dead ? And as you can also see, he put a car crash in the thumbnail, which is very, very misleading. He doesn't know if he is dead to suggest someone is dead. That is just plain, well, nasty in my opinion. And leading people with a thumbnail, including a car accident, people might think that Nick got into a car accident, especially if they don't watch the video and they just see the thumbnail. And maybe that something bad happened. And I find this very wrong. Now, I do like Rich Lux a lot, but when there is something like this happening, I have to say it like it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything because I am someone that, just because I'm someone that enjoys their content. Wrong is wrong, and you need to realize this, Rich. The video, the title, the thumbnail was wrong. So let's take a look at the video and some clips that I got from it so that we can better understand what I'm talking about. Now, here is the first clip that I have.
Avocado, Nick! What's going on, guys? We're here live in the streets looking for a Nikocado Avocado. Nick! I think that was him right there. Nick! No, it's not Nick. Nick wouldn't drive a Infiniti. Nick would drive a Nissan with a broken light, though. I need to start handing up posters. Oh my God.
I am going to pause for just a second and let you know, for those who don't condone DV, there is a little bit of what you can consider DV in these clips. So a little bit of a trigger warning, guys.
Away from me! Get away! Ouch! No one wants to.
What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Lux. Well, you're not gonna believe this drama, honey. Get ready, your mind will be blown by this exclusive tea that we have here. Okay, let's talk. Nikocado Avocado has been missing for quite some time. This is a follow-up because we had another video where we had some tea where his lover, Orlin, said they're breaking up and he's alive. Well, people are saying that Nikocado Avocado's dead because he still hasn't posted anything, and they're saying that Orlin killed Nikocado Avocado and it could be under investigation for murder. Which, if you see some of their videos, Nikocado Avocado likes to beat up on Orlin for abuse.
We are normal here.
Have they been seeing my belly button this whole time?
No, but I can show it.
No.
In my opinion, they both are very abusive to each other. Let's be honest. As we've seen in the clips that Rich has provided us, they're both hitting each other, whether it's physically with their hands or with objects. That's not normal in a relationship. Like a love tap on the butt, that's like normal, but not hitting each other with pool noodles and paper towel rolls or whatever it was, and then hitting, like just play hitting, like that's not normal. That's not normal. But let's continue with the rest of this clip.
Ouch! Stop! People are sleeping. Hello?
What do you want? What do you want from me? Like I was supposed to shower because I smell like you. I need to shower. I'm smelly and dirty.
Silencio. I was just
Don't you silencio me?
I can silencio all I want.
You're not even saying it right. It's silencio.
Oh, blah, 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 blah. Stop! Look at you right now. Don't eat.
Who says I want to look at you?
No one. Apparently you don't want to look at me at all.
I just want to look at Enrique.
Don't. Or then we're gonna sit down and we're doing a nice Q&A.
You. You're stop.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop. You are being. Who the do you think you are? You need to stop all this right now.
Now, I don't watch a lot of Nick Avocado videos, and I know I said his name wrong. Nikocado Avocado. It's so tongue twisty for me. There's just too many avocados in it, but I don't watch his videos. And even just seeing these clips, there's something wrong. There is something wrong with this relationship, and it's not a normal relationship. And I don't know. To me, this just shows a bad relationship falling apart, and I don't even know why they even include clips like this in their videos. But from everything that I've watched, Nick and his boyfriend have broken up. So I do wish them both the best and hope that they can go out on their separate ways and better themselves, because this relationship was not healthy just from these clips that Rich provided us. I do have a couple more clips from Rich's video that we're going to take a look at right now. They're a lot shorter, so let's just watch. This is the next one.
Maybe he fought back and they both reached for the gun and maybe Orlin shot him. Well, I got some exclusive tea to debunk the rumors that he's not dead. Before I get into that, I want to say that this video is sponsored the house by.
Oh, to even suggest someone killed somebody with a gun is so wrong. And Rich, I do like you, and I think this video you went too far. And I wanted this clip in there for a reason, because here at the end he said this video is sponsored by, and I took out the sponsor because I don't think this should have been a video that should have even had a sponsor in it. One, it promotes DV, And 2, you're promoting somebody possibly might be dead, though at the end you do explain he is not dead. But just how you led with the title, the thumbnail, and everything in the beginning of this video, if only people watched this part up to here, they would have thought something bad happened to Nick. And to me, that is not what you make videos about. You can talk about how they ended their relationship and you wish them both the best of luck, but you don't do this. Yes, Nick has not made videos in about 3 weeks. We now know from him releasing a cameo to somebody that he is okay and he is not dead, like the title suggests from Rich's video. But it's just too much. Now, I do still have a couple more clips, so let me get to them.
Nikocado Avocado and what happened with the drama. So people are saying that he's missing. They're saying that Orland had killed him because even though Orland stated that he was alive, people still haven't got any tea about, well, I mean, you're saying he's alive, but he hasn't posted anything. Well, we have official. We have receipts. Thank you, Marvin. So here we go. Roll it.
Hey Max, it's me. I know you can't believe it. You probably didn't believe your dad, but it's true. He just did my mouth. They were kind of messed up before. And I just got my Invisalign thing done. And I just want to say hi to you. And have a good day.
All right.
All right.
Now, apparently, he was at the dentist. And what's so interesting about this fact, is if you notice here, that Nikocado Avocado, he seemed very, like, I don't know, he seemed like he was in good health. He seemed focused and he was on for the camera.
Now, knowing what I know, this TikTok that Rich provided does not fall into the timeline of events of what he's talking about. That TikTok actually is like a month old, which he hasn't posted a video in about 2 weeks from everything that we've looked at. So that wouldn't be part of the timeline. It wouldn't be like 2 weeks, 1 week, a couple days from now. That was a month ago. So I'm not sure why he included that, or maybe he didn't even realize that the TikTok was a month old. But from the looks of it, he got the TikTok, so we know when the TikTok was made. That's my opinion about that. I have 2 more clips to show you before we move on to the rest of the timeline of events.
Really going on behind the scenes, a lot of people were thinking that maybe there was something really medically wrong with him. I mean, they just assumed the worst. And the reason why they assumed the worst is because if you look at his other videos, I had a heart attack on camera.
Right there. Do you need insulin?
Turn off the camera.
What's wrong? Are you fine?
Turn off the camera.
Let's not forget, he fake having a heart attack. Don't forget that. We're going to never let that down.
Which, yes, what Nick has done in his videos might not be right. Faking a heart attack. They've said he's faked cancer. They've suggested a lot of different things that he has faked for the camera. Now, I'm not a fan, so I can't say that I've seen these things. I've only heard of these things. So I cannot say how true. I can see from that video that that's the heart attack video that they were talking about where he faked having a heart attack. But just because he did something doesn't mean that you have to suggest things as well or make it clickbaity like he does. That's just my opinion. We have one last clip, and I wanted to show clips where he is showing the content of Nick's videos because, as you can see, there is a lot. And now, this isn't the whole video. These are only clips. But if I took out pretty much all of the clips of Nick besides these couple that I left in there to show you context, there's a lot more clips that he took from Nick's videos, and there's really not a lot of Rich. And that bothers me too because it's taking a lot of content and not really providing commentary like I am, where you're talking about the clips and you're going over everything with people. So here's the last clip from Rich's video. I also will link his video down below so you guys can check it out for yourself. I will link everything else down below as we go on, so that way you can put into perspective everything for yourself, because I want you guys to make your own opinion regarding this whole situation between Rich and Dustin. So here's the last clip.
Is something wrong with him medically, and that's why he's taking some time off. But here he is, totally coherent. He easily, this is the thing, right? He easily could have told the doctor, let me film this for you, but don't post it. Wait about a week or two till I come back to YouTube. Or, you know what, I don't feel good right now. I'm not in my character. I don't have my makeup on. You know, I want to give you the truth. Let me come back another day. Let me do it, or you know, something. But like, he agreed to film that video, and there he is, happy, smiling, coherent, filming. He's working. He's doing it. It's very interesting. That whole thing is very interesting of how he decided to take care of that matter, right? Orlin has not updated anything about the situation, but I do kind of think that I don't think Nikocado Avocado expected us to find out that he was shooting TikToks for people. And so then begs to differ. So like, was the procedure done for free for doing the TikTok? Was it a sponsored ad? If that's the case, because you know Nikocado, money hungry the how. He's not gonna get out of bed for free. Nikocado Avocado don't work for free. It's about that bank, okay? He don't work for free. He'll do a little dance for you. He'll do a little song and dance for you. You gotta pay him up front, girl.
I hate to say it, but when you use clickbait titles and thumbnails, you are wanting those clicks and views. You want people to look at these videos to be like, oh my God, he's dead. And then watch it and think, what the fuck? And that's saying it nicely. I mean, that's a little money hungry too, Rich. Now, I don't get paid to do this because I'm not monetized yet, and that's fine. Even when I get monetized, will be putting out the truth regardless, because that is who I am. I will not ever let YouTube change me into something that I'm not. And that is a big thing that is happening. And it's a big thing that people need to take in consideration when they watch different things like this, or they look and see clickbait titles. It happens. People do it for the money. Now, moving on to after this video was posted, all of that, before we knew there was going to be an issue among so-called friends, Dustin Dailey posted on Twitter this tweet saying, seriously debating on making a video about the drama community like I did the true crime community. There's so much fuckery that goes on, and I'm just so tired of it. There was one reply from another drama person, Peter Mon, saying, please be nice to me, laugh out loud. And Dustin said, laugh out loud. You're exempt. You don't contribute to the fuckery I've been seeing going on the past 6 months. So now Rich did a tweet about his video on Nick, trying to explain why he did what he did with the thumbnail and video. So here is that tweet. And he says, the clickbait king, Nikocado Avocado is still missing. Nikocado has clickbaited having cancer and even a heart attack. Sorry, my screen was small, online. So I clickbaited a video like he would. And he linked his video, and the video is where he clickbaited having cancer and having a heart attack in the photos. Now, here is a reply or two from his post saying, I don't know, Rich, you might be getting up there with your clickbait videos, laugh out loud, but seriously, I hope Nick is okay. This person says, I don't know what to think about the situation. Is he truly all or causing concern just to get a lot of views when he comes back? Then this person says, might have missed the mark with this one. You would be very upset if God bid something to happen. And lastly, Veronica says, I agree. That it was harsh. It's very unlike you, though. I know you clickbait, but not this harshly. Hugs, love. So this led to Dustin Dailey then retweeting Rich's tweet. And this is what he had to say. 2 wrongs don't make a right. 3 left does. 3 lefts does. You're actually disgusting for this one. You titled your video, Nikocado Avocado is Dead, ? And in the thumbnail, you use a picture of a car accident. You've set the bar very low lately. Which then, this was followed by a tweet from Rich Lux saying, I'm a drama channel, I start drama. So don't be shocked when I start drama, the house. You might be a drama channel, but you don't need to start drama. You can talk about the drama and be a drama channel that talks about the drama. You don't have to start drama. That is my opinion right there. I like to watch drama channels and I like to talk about what is happening in the drama community. I don't necessarily go and start drama because someone that uses clickbait all the time does it, so let me do it too. That's not right. Dustin Dailey did retweet this as well, and this is what he had to say. Yeah, but then you cry when the heat gets too hot. Now, Dustin Dailey then retweeted Rich's tweet saying this. It was a reply to this where he showed this person saying, well, I've missed a lot. And he showed the thumbnail and they said, TBH, I think he is filming for a reality show. And the person another person said, the fuck? Like, what the hell? Like, come on. So he just updated underneath that tweet to the replies what was happening, which led us to understand more, pretty much, that he had an issue. Now, there was actually one more saying, I thought you all were friends again. Same, I'm lost. And this is what confused a lot of people. Now, he did retweet somebody else's comment about his post, about Rich's post, saying, hypocrisizing about whether or not a creator is dead, not starting drama, it's tactless, it's morbid, it's having no integrity whatsoever. And as you can see at the top, Dustin Dailey retweeted that. Now, people went to bed finally, and the next day, that is when we get this tweet from Dustin saying, uploading, which he made the video that he was tweeting about before we knew it was going to be about Rich, which was this one again for everyone to remember, seriously debating making drama, a video about the drama community and showing the fuckery and all of that. We did not know that this was going to be about Rich Lux when he tweeted it. So I do have some clips from his video. So before we move on from all the other tweets that there are, I do want to show you clips from Dustin's video so you can get a better understanding from where he's coming from as well. And this is the thumbnail and the title, which is called The Worst Drama Channel. Now, what I really don't understand about this thumbnail is that Rich is in the picture, which I get, the video is about Rich, but there's also Jeffree Star. Now, this video you will see has nothing to do with Jeffree Star, and it's all about Rich's video. So why did Dustin put Jeffree in the thumbnail? We'll talk more about this, but that is something I had to address before I played the clips, because in the video, he makes one comment about how Rich will never be Jeffree Star and have 5 million in his bank account. That is the only comment he made about Jeffree Star. And for me, Jeffree Star has been staying out of the drama. So to include Jeffree in the thumbnail didn't make sense to me. It didn't. So let's take a look at some of the clips, and I'm going to have to pause to give my opinion on things. So I'm just pre-warning everybody right now.
Today, and I wanted to come on here and talk about it because it is annoying the absolute shit out of me. Now, you guys know that for like the duration of time that I've been on YouTube, I've been friends with Rich Lux. Listen, and before we get into this, I am not trying to hate on Rich Lux. This is constructive criticism because I literally talked to him privately about this matter. He brushed it off. It was me as well as like maybe 6 other people that were telling him what he did was absolutely wrong. And he just brushed it off and he made excuses and he just kept like pushing the goalposts. Every time we would make a point to him, he would just be like, Nikocado does this all the time. And I get that. Listen, I understand that Nikocado is a troll, but that doesn't mean we have to stoop to his level. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically Rich Lux uploaded a video yesterday and it's titled Nikocado Avocado is Dead with a question mark. Now, that is clickbait 1.
It is very clickbait, and I agree. Just because someone else does it and is like the world's biggest troll does not mean you have to stoop to that level.
Because he's not dead. 2, the issue with that is there could be people that would see that follow him, that could immediately think that something bad had happened to him, and that's not good. Nobody should ever have to feel that way when they follow someone.
I
and
agree.
3, the thing with him doing this is he also made the thumbnail like a car crash. Like he literally sat on his computer and Googled a car crash and put a picture of Nikocado beside a car crash and put an arrow toward Nikocado. So all of this stuff combined is just really super bad in my opinion. And I want to make it really well known because people like to lump us together that I do not condone this type of stuff. And something else that like really just like pissed me off so bad is the fact that there was like numerous comments there saying, hey, Rich, this is just a bad title. Could you change this? Could you change the thumbnail? It was a lot of constructive criticism. He deleted all those comments. And I got my notification, and I was like literally like the second comment on the video. But I left a comment, and I said, with peace and love, this title is an int friend. And I didn't even see the thumbnail at that point because I just got the notification and clicked on the video. Well, my comment got like 68 likes and then it was removed, and there was like 6 comments that were replies. All the comments after that have been removed. Now, I know that we just woke up. It's like, I don't even know. It's probably like 1:30 here. I don't even know. I can't tell. I'm trying to look at the camera.
So yes, I did go and look, of course, at the comments on Rich's video. So before I play any more clips from Dustin, I do want to show you just a couple comments from what is still there that has not been deleted yet. And maybe he won't delete them either. But I do know that if Dustin's comments got deleted, then there was probably a lot of other comments that got deleted as well. So here is a couple comments for you guys. Now, this one says, I don't like Nikocado at all personally, but clickbaiting that he's dead is going a little bit far, don't you think? Do better, Rich. I love your channel, and I even love some of your silly clickbait, but this ain't it, sis. And Lola says, I used to love Rich, but this is why I unsubscribed long ago to both. I saw this coming miles away. The fake, phony mess and drama is just trashy, but go off. That's it. And then Katie says, unsubscribing. Lord, you've gone downhill. And then here's another one that says, I love you, Rich, but as someone whose father was murdered and whose city is overrun with gun violence and goes to bed listening to gunshots, joking and kidding about murder and guns is not okay. It's fucked up. And I agree very much, especially where he included the gunshots and saying, oh, he took the gun. Like, that's not cool. Next person says, I do agree with Dustin on this. The title is a little hard to stomach. Your content has been staying recently in a very odd way. And the next person says, damn, Rich, what happened to you? This isn't true, and it's clickbait. Disappointing. And lastly, this person says, damn it, just had to go put in my 2 cents worth, Dustin Dailey. Of course, I wasn't gonna let this unhappy people over there talk ugly about you, Rich. I'm sure I just got banned, but that's fine. People need to lighten up. Team Rich, love ya so much. Yes, I do agree with the people need to lighten up, but this video has gone way too far. With the title, with the thumbnail, insinuating that someone took a gun to somebody is too far. It's too far. I love Rich too, but it's too far. The next comments say, not Rich deleting comments. Where are your morals, girl? Karma will get you. And this person says, just wondering if you lost any followers due to the title of this video and if this comment will get erased. It hasn't, honey. It's there. SW says, if you are coming here from Dustin's video, just remember the absolute toxicity him and his viewer's voice boyfriend put Gabby and others through. It's the hypocrisy for me. And I will address this comment later on in a couple clips from Dustin, because we cannot forget what Dustin did to Gabby Hanna. And I will, like I said, address this more. Now, this comment says, this comment will be deleted because you are the true sneaky snake. The title and thumbnail are beyond wrong. Gunshot sounds. It's with Dustin. Unsubscribing. At the end of the day, you're a sad man trying to be something you'll never be. Shaking my head. And couple last comments for you guys. Now, Stacy Smith said, Rich, this has overstepped the line. Please have some respect and change both the thumbnail and the title. Please. You could really scare some people with this. And I completely agree, Stacy. I think that he should change the thumbnail and the title. It really can scare people, especially if that's all they see is the thumbnail and the title. Some people just see that and they don't watch the video. Now, this person said, dead people don't do TikTok. Laugh out loud. Now, I did look. He hasn't done a TikTok in like 2 weeks. And I think he was just commenting towards the TikTok that Rich put in the video. This person says, dude, do better. The title is grounds for a lawsuit. This was too far. Unsubbed. And lastly, this person says, I was going to subscribe because I kind of thought you might be cool, but I get the feeling that you're part of the reason why drama channels have a bad rep. I know Nick isn't dead, and I'm guessing this was done for clicks and loot. This kind of ruins your channel for me. I wish you the best, girl. L. And I agree. It does give people that cover influencers, celebrity news, things like that, a bad rep. They put them as they're in the drama community because they're covering topics of what is happening. And yes, there are some drama channels that do go above and beyond to start drama and talk about the drama that is happening. I considered myself more of like a celebrity news influencer channel more than a drama channel, though I do talk about what is happening with influencers and the drama with them, like this situation right here. So I can understand if people categorize me as a drama channel. So, as we can see, there's a lot of people upset and not happy with Rich's video. And I feel like if this was me and my friend came to me first privately and even saw all of these videos, I would change the title and thumbnail and address why and explain that I had gone too far. And if this was me, though, I personally would never do this, because I like putting facts out there for what they are and discussing them with you. So I'm not even sure why he can't just do that. Like, say, Nick has been gone and this is what people are suggesting. Like something like that in his video. Like, talk about what's happening. Say, listen, I've been seeing around lately that people are suggesting this, this, and this, but I know he's not. This is what I found out, and here it is. It's that simple. Sometimes I think maybe YouTube is like not for me because I'm not like all these people that will go so far to do these things and go so far as like hitting below the belt just for a damn view. But then I realize also there isn't enough real people out here. And some of these bigger channels really help me remember why I'm here and do what I do. And I will say, though this has nothing to do with the drama community, Fair and Balance, she is someone who stays real. She puts out the truth, especially with media and news coverage, and tells it like it is. And she also tells like why the bigger media does what they do. And she has recently got her channel demonetized because she has stayed true and she doesn't do what YouTube wants her to do and not give the facts and her opinion on the news. And she is still going and has not even given up. And right there, that to me sends me a message. So, Farron, I know that I'm just like a mod for you, and you know that I adore you. But this is just my little message to you to tell you that you have helped me in ways you don't even know. I'm happy to help, be there to support you, and I hope that you never stop doing what you're doing because you are giving us the real news and information on topics that other news and media outlets would never give us. And I know it's hard when they try to silence you, but you have so much love and support and so much appreciation of what you do. Thank you. And I'll be there cheering you on and being your mod and being kind of annoying by sharing all of your links because you deserve it and you do great things for us subscribers. And I know that I just went on like a little rant, but I want to remain who I am and who I will always be and never fall into this YouTube trap to do clickbait titles and thumbnails and go so low as to how some of these channels will go just for a goddamn click and view. And this is why I don't watch a lot of people that I used to watch, because I see that they're falling into this trap. And I don't like how they bully others or degrade or make fun of each other. That's never been me and will never be me, and I cannot support that. So when Dustin here is saying he can't support what is happening, I do understand. I also feel like maybe his hands aren't so clean, and he has done some clickbait titles, maybe even thumbnails in the past, but I can also see that he has learned and grown from this. And I can only hope that Rich can do the same. I hope Rich can see that this is not okay and this is not right. And remember, your subscribers, they're the ones that are supporting you. They're the ones telling you also that this is not okay. This doesn't change, though. I think deep down, you're a great person, and I love to laugh with you, Rich, but I cannot support these things like this Nick video that you did and all the clickbait and horrific thumbnails that you might do in the future. I hope that you can change from this. Now, let's get back to Dustin and the clips. I know I got in a little rant there. Sorry. Let's go on to our next clip, though. And here it is.
Comments there now actually calling him out. There's tons of freaking comments of people calling Rich out. And it's just like, at what point do you allow money to overtake your morals? And I'm just like at that point now with Rich, where I've told him over the past at least 4 to 5 years that he really needs to tighten it up and that everything shouldn't be a clickbait title. The fact that he even said that Orland might have taken the gun from Nikocado and shot him or killed him, like...
So maybe he fought back and they both reached for the gun and maybe Orland shot him. Well, I got some exclusive tea.
That's not even tea. That's not funny. That's not commentary.
And I agree. It's not funny. It's not commentary. That's not cool. And yes, maybe there are people out there saying that. You don't have to say that, Rich. You don't. You can suggest, hey, I read this, that someone said this, and that's out of this world. You don't have to make it like that.
There's something like really wrong with Rich. There's something wrong with him in his head. And this video that he posted is like 11 minutes and some change. And I counted up. I think that he maybe used like 6 or 7 minutes of video footage from Nikocado's video. And then he put a sponsor in it. So he really only had to talk for maybe like 2 minutes max.
And I did do the math too. And he is absolutely right there. It is mostly all Nick's videos with the sponsor thrown in. If you take that out, it's really like 2 minutes of Rich talking, which I showed you in the clips. I pretty much showed you all of Rich's talking points above.
It's just becoming really disheartening, and I feel like I get lumped into this because there's people like me that are trying to change the way people think about the drama community, and then there's people like Rich that will clickbait literally anything and then put gunshot sounds in a video and then put a picture of someone beside a car crash in a thumbnail and think that that's okay. That is not okay. That's not right in any capacity. It doesn't matter who you're talking about.
And I have to agree with Dustin on this. He's completely right. It's not okay. And I do think that Dustin, when he privately messaged Rich first, which a lot of channels, a lot of creators would never do that, go to their friend first and say, listen, I don't think this is right. I think he was coming from a true place of friendship and letting him know it wasn't okay. I do think that Dustin was being sincere. Now, here is our next clip that I have from Dustin's video.
That. Are you guys like literally not tired of talking about Trisha Paytas? It's like every time I turn around, like my feed is full of shit with Trisha Paytas. And I follow Trisha Paytas on social media. And I don't watch her videos that much anymore, but what is Trisha Paytas doing for all of you people to make videos about her like every single fucking day? Like, I'm not even like joking. I'm not even trying to defend Trisha at this point. It's just like at this point, like I feel like this is harassment. Like this is seriously harassment. Like Sebastian Soto, Rich Lux, Adam McIntyre, like y'all won't let these same 3 people breathe for 5 fucking minutes without y'all having to post a 10-minute video or longer trying to get ads and clicks off of it. Like, listen, like I've done that. I've been there. I have been that person. I would pick apart things that people would say. But at the end of the day, there are lines that you should not cross.
I'm going to stop it there because I have something to say about this. Now, I will say Dustin does take some kind of accountability by saying he has done this too before. But I want him to also think back to the hundreds of videos on Gabby Hanna he has made. When all of that drama was happening with her, he made so many videos then about her too. And there was so much misinformation in those videos. So I do want to say thank you for taking the time to say that you were there once too, and it's not right. And I can see, like I said, that you have changed. But you really can't criticize someone like Sebastian for making videos on Trisha and calling it harassment when you did the same thing. And in my opinion, Sebastian, yes, he talks about Trisha, but it's what his subscribers want to hear. He doesn't harass her, and he tells what is happening, what she is doing. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. He might use like a clickbait title here and there, but he is not like Rich when it comes to that. And I had to address that because I think Dustin knows what he did and he's learned from his mistakes in this sense. And he did go to Rich privately, which normally doesn't happen, like I said, and try to explain it wasn't right and to help a friend. But then lumping others that haven't done what Rich has done with this video because they talk about Trisha is just stupid to me. And like I said, he took accountability here, but he openly said, hey, I've done this. Same thing. These people that talk about Trisha, like you did Gabby, but you've learned and you've grown from it. And I mean, shit, I haven't talked about either of them until the other there wasn't anything to talk about. They were just doing their thing, and a big issue is that people don't take accountability for things. They have done things that they haven't taken accountability for as well, like Trisha and Gabby. And when you can learn from mistakes and grow from it, but then never address it, it's like, hey, I did this too. And I took a hard look at what I've been doing and thought, hey, this is wrong. But Trisha has never taken accountability. That's why people still hold her to things. And I don't watch Dustin enough to know if he's actually sat down and said, listen, I've talked about Gabby. I've gave a lot of misinformation in my videos about the situation and happening with her. I'm taking accountability for this. It was wrong, and I'm sorry. More people would be able to relate and be happy to see growth in you if you were to take accountability. And with this Rich Lux video, I agree with Dustin completely. I do. And I do hope that Rich, for his sake, can take accountability for what he did here and stop. And even though Nick is like the biggest troll and clickbaiter there is, say, listen, this wasn't right. I shouldn't have done it like this. I really do hope that for Rich. And I'm glad that, Dustin does take some accountability here, but you can't forget what you have done too. Your hands aren't clean. Like, you did this to Gabby Hanna. So to sit there and bring Sebastian into this, I just thought was not right in this clip. And that's why I had to stop real quick and make that little comment. So let's watch the rest of this clip together.
And I feel like there have been some lines crossed, especially with Rich Lux, with this video and this title and this thumbnail. Like, there are major problems with this. And when people get lumped into this category, like I have been for years, it's infuriating. And a couple weeks ago, I posted a video about how people can do the...
You've been lumped into this category for years because you did the same thing with Gabby Hanna. And that was only last year. So it's not been years because you used to do the same thing. yes, recently, since the Gabby Hanna stuff, you have changed your content, you have grown, and you have shown progress. But don't say years, Dustin. And this is why I have to sit here and make this video, because I do agree with the things that you say about Rich's video, but there are things that you say that I don't agree with also. And I have to make those points.
Bare minimum, and they just get paid and they get all the recognition. Rich is one of those people. He doesn't even do the bare minimum. If the bare minimum was here, this is where Rich would be. He's hired people that he has edit his videos, so I guess he thinks that he's doing something by these little like static edits and stuff, but he's really not. Like, this is lipstick on a pig. But the worst part about all of this too, honestly, is the fact that I called him out privately, Paige has called him out privately, Margot has called him out privately, Gareth has called him out privately. We've all talked about how bad this thumbnail is in combination with this title, and he still went on Twitter and defended his position, saying that this clickbait is okay when it's just absolutely not, because this is going to be the type of shit that causes an apocalypse again. You should not ever, unless someone is dead, put that this person is dead in a thumbnail or a title. You just should not fucking do that.
And I do agree with that statement. You don't do something like that. And it's more than just one person coming to Rich privately. There's multiple creators that have come to Rich and said, listen, this is not right. And I really think that these people are coming from a place of caring and concern, and they don't want to see Rich do these things. And it's just sad that, unfortunately, that Rich couldn't see it the same way. I do have just one more clip that needs to be shown from Dustin's video, and here it is.
It was literally a Nikocado video. If Nikocado wanted to claim that video as a copyright, he probably could and get away with it, because at this point, Rich uses more people's content for filler than there's actual content of him in a video, if that makes sense, because his whole video was pretty much just Nikocado's videos. And then even in the video clips that he used, he got the fucking timeline wrong, because everyone was saying that this video of Nikocado at the dentist was actually like from a month or so ago. It's people like Rich that do drama and commentary that have literally ruined this genre for people, because they're tired of seeing the clickbait titles. They're tired of clicking on a video and not getting what is in the title or in the thumbnail. And that's why I've been trying very hard to move away from this. But the more I move away from it, the more I'm tied to it, because people always lump me into this category, and I'm so...
I have to stop you, Dustin, because you were once a part of this category. You used to do the same exact thing. Like, you have grown from this, and you can say, yeah, I used to do this, but I have grown, and I'm trying to move away from this now. You can't say that you've been doing this for years, trying to be a better drama channel, when you have been only doing this now with growth for a year or less. So I had to stop you. It's not been forever. You used to do the same thing they did. You've learned from your mistakes and you are growing. And I congratulate you, because I do like your videos now. I did not like your videos before. I like them now, because I can see the growth in you. And I do agree with a lot of points you make. But you cannot sit here and say that they've been lumping you in for years. Yes, they did, because you did the same thing for years too, until recently. Let's continue, please.
Sick of it. I no longer want to be affiliated with Rich Lux in any kind of capacity. And I know that the last time that I did this type of video and I talked about Rich Lux openly after talking to him privately, that he got very mad and he was like, oh, you tried to like destroy my brand. Rich, you need to grow up. You do not have a brand. You're not a brand owner. You're a YouTuber. And all these grandiose ideas that you have that you are, you're not. You're never going to be Jeffree Star. You're never going to be on his level. You're never going to have $5 million in your bank account. It's just never going to happen for you when you do this type of shit. I know that a lot.
I'm going to pause right there. That is literally the only reference to Jeffree Star in Dustin's video. So, Dustin, why did you include Jeffree in your thumbnail with Rich? You could have just left it as Rich. You could have put Rich and like Nick in the side, because it's a video about Rich talking about Nick Avocado. I don't understand why you put Jeffree in there. Jeffree has been minding his own business, working on all of his cosmetics, skincare, and other items that he has, plus been doing his own thing and just kind of vlogging and showing his life. He has not been part of the drama beauty community like he used to be. He has been keeping to himself. So I'm not sure why you included Jeffree in your thumbnail. And that is why I had to stop right here, because that is literally the only reference in Dustin's entire video about Jeffree. And I had to make that point. So here's the rest of this clip.
A lot of people are rewarded for bad behavior, and you have been for a very long time, but you're never going to get to the level that you think that you are, that you put out on the internet, that you want people to believe that you are, because you're not, because you're being a shitty fucking person. When you put money above your morals, that lets people know what kind of person you are. Honestly, I don't even know that I would ever want to even have any kind of interaction with you personally in like a personal relationship, friendship, or anything like that anymore, because you are just sick. You make me sick. You make me fucking feel like physically ill. Like that thumbnail and that combination with that title really just struck a nerve with me that I just don't think that I can come back from with you. Because anybody that could do that to someone that could possibly be in a situation where they could harm themselves is sick. It's just gross. As someone that has like really struggled with mental health, and we know that Orlin and Nikocado have broken up, like you should tread lightly. You should. And just like Trisha Paytas, like I was talking about a minute ago, like all these motherfuckers that make videos about her, she can't even have a pregnancy. She can't even be pregnant and happy without people on the fucking internet trying to ruin it.
Now, that's the last clip. And I do agree to a point, especially with Trisha. I know personally I haven't talked about her because, well, she has been pregnant and kind of doing her own thing. But when she does do something, people can talk about it, pregnant or not. You can say, oh, she's pregnant. Let's not talk about her so she can enjoy her pregnancy. Just because she's pregnant and then goes and does something does not mean you cannot talk about it. And recently, what she actually addressed, the rumors that were being put out, I did want to talk about that because it was a big thing around the drama community that people thought from this person that went on Sebastian's channel that they were all going to get sued by Trisha. And then finally, weeks later, Trisha finally addresses it and makes it like it's nothing. Like we're all just a bunch of liars. And we made all this up in our head. No, I know Sebastian did not ask that person to come on his channel to make up a bunch of lies. They were only covering what was being said by somebody that said that they were working with her. And then Trisha lying about like her being Greek and or Hungarian, whatever she is. I did say maybe she has some pregnancy brain, but this is something that she's done whether she was pregnant or not. She always contradicts herself. So just because she's pregnant doesn't mean we cannot talk about what she is saying or doing. If she wanted to enjoy her pregnancy, she would just stay offline. Enjoy her pregnancy. Then no one would really be able to talk about her. But she is continuing to make videos and do things and say things that people want to know what she's saying and doing, and they're just talking about it. So I don't understand that to a point, but I do understand what you are saying. You need to tread lightly. You do. You need to tread lightly when it comes to relationship breakups. And yes, you can tread lightly when someone's pregnant, but you cannot condone what they are doing. If Trisha did the same thing, you would be calling her out right now too. Let's be honest. Pregnant or not, you would be calling Trisha out too. If she clickbaited somebody and used a thumbnail like that, just because she was pregnant doesn't mean you wouldn't call her out. Now, I will link both Rich and Dustin's videos in my description so you can all watch to see them for their entirety. And please let me know what you think about all of this. Now, before we go, Dustin and Rich were not done on Twitter with their back and forth. And I do want to show you all what has been happening. Now, again, all tweets are in timeline order. So I hope that this helps you understand everything, and I like to make things in timeline of events for everyone in the right order so they can better understand everything. So after Dustin made this video, he went on to Twitter and he put up that he made this video, and this is what it looks like. The worst drama channel on YouTube with the link. Now, here are some replies from this. Now, this person says, your video really hurt me to watch. I care about you both and understand where you're coming from. However, I don't think publicly shaming your friend is ever very nice. Dustin does reply saying, I get it, but neither is clickbaiting someone dying. And they replied with, I know, Dustin, and I agree. This just makes me really sad because I know you're both good people and truly care about one another. And I do agree with this person. And sometimes you do need to call out the person even though you really like them. I really like Rich, but I don't agree with this video and I cannot condone it. So I understand where Dustin is coming from. There are some things that maybe he shouldn't have said in the video, but that's how it is. They both expressed how they felt. Now, this last person says, if your morals don't align, people fall out. I used to watch Rich, but his videos got out of hand. Clickbait titles that have nothing to do with the video, and half the info he gives is made up or just wrong. Now, there are a couple more replies. This one says, oh, you weren't there. I'm glad you spoke your mind. With so much gun violence on, he should not play around about something about this. Thank you for saying something. And I agree completely. We have so much going on in our world today. You cannot joke about someone shooting somebody. And Ashley says, you said it with your whole chest, and I'm here for it. I don't care for clickbait titles, especially when people go above and beyond just for clicks and views. Now, this person says, this is how I felt about Death Noodles now. He posted that Shane Dawson was dead, but then deleted it after everyone was telling him how low that was. Even his captions are awful anymore. And that's true. Deaf Noodles did just post about Shane Dawson being dead and then removed it when people said something to him about it. Here's a couple more comments saying, oh my God, it's hitting the fan today, y'all. Even the creators are getting sick of the clickbaiting. Ladies, get your spoons out. Tea is getting stirred up today. Rich and Dustin still not gonna watch Avocado, boy, no matter what the title is. And then this person says, I don't understand why is it so hard for y'all to talk advice to each other in private. I mean, friend, I guess it's not weird when everything is about money / relationships. Laughing my ass off. And this is the last one that I got from this tweet, the replies saying, I completely agree with you, but Jeffrey does keep out of everyone's shit lately, so I wouldn't include him in it. It's not his fault that Rich does what he does. And Melissa said, I kind of wondered why Jeffrey was in the thumbnail. And Jurassic said, yeah, he's so far removed, people need to just leave him be. And I agree. Like, I didn't understand why Jeffrey was there either. And it made me have to be like, okay, so you mentioned him in the video, so you put him in the thumbnail? That doesn't make any sense. So after those tweets, that's when Paige Christie posted a tweet about Dustin's video. And this is the tweet. She says, God damn, Dustin, I can't even eat properly because my mouth is open for this drag. You drag more than a woodchucker if a woodchucker would drug. Bro. Now, under this, there was comments from both Dustin and Rich. Dustin laughed. Rich said, wait till he drags you next. Pattern of behavior. Now, I am going to give it a shout out to Xylie, who is a wonderful creator. I will link her channel down below. She left a comment here saying, Rich, now you know I have got on your ass for stuff and defended you against Ethan. Dustin made some points in the video, dude. And I do know that Xylie did do a video with page Christie, so I will link her channel and the video down below so you guys can check that out. So the next person, Chime Philly, says he made some points, but he said some things in the video I'm sure he will regret later, especially the name calling. After the fact, he said he was guilty of doing the same stuff himself in the past. Not saying Rich did not clickbait, but only saying takes one to know one. And I agree there, Chime. And this person says, everyone makes mistakes. It's about learning and growing from them. Rich is refusing to listen to his friends. He is refusing to accept his mistakes and grow from them. He wants to be a liar and spread fake news in his lazy videos just to collect the money. And like I said, I really do hope that Rich can learn and grow from this situation. Now, Dustin did reply to what Rich said underneath Paige Christie's response, and this is what he said. It's clear who has grown and who hasn't. Let's not talk about patterns of behavior. I blocked your number and I'm blocking you here. I wish you well in all your endeavors. Now, I get when a friend doesn't listen, you sometimes need to just let that friend go. But there's no need to kind of mock that you've grown and he hasn't. And that you don't really need a departure message saying, well, I'm blocking you now. I mean, that you just don't need that. I've had plenty of friends leave and just not said anything about them because I move on. There's no need to degrade them and make them into something they're not, because people will see their behavior. People will see what they are doing. And there's no need for me to do anything in retaliation just because I didn't agree with something they did and we moved on from it. So, yeah, that was that. Now, Rich did post after this on his Twitter with this saying, fake ass friends all around me with a snake emoji. Then Rich also posted this saying, Dustin Dailey has it coming big time. Enough is enough. Get ready. You have made 3 videos about me. It's time I make mine. And I speak my truth since you had a lot to say to the public. It's over. Fake, fake, fake. So I guess we will have to wait and see what Rich has to say regarding all of this. Now, there was some replies under this, and this is the replies. One of them is from Papa Gut. He's a great creator who I also watch, but I don't really like the fact that he was like, I'm here for the drama, because this is not drama. This is drama that is created because someone didn't like something that someone did. And a lot of other people agree with Dustin that it wasn't right. But I understand that you're here for the drama so you can cover it. I get it. And I'll probably watch too because you do make great videos. This one says, "This is ridiculous." Now, Shelby with an E is a great friend of Rich Lux. She put the smacking face emoji in and then a GIF saying, Daddy, chill. I will also link Shelby with the E's channel also. She is a great creator, and there is more to the situation that we will see, because now Dustin replied to this, which then led Shelby to reply. So that's why I say there's more to this with Shelby. So Dustin replied here saying, "Girl, what are you going to do? Pay someone to make videos about me? Don't threaten me." And then he posted this saying, "Imagine being upset with someone that was literally looking out for your best interest. Like, dude, what the fuck can be said about me? The guy that literally cared for you when your own family and friends wouldn't? Don't try and explain how I'm some evil person to you." Now, this is Dustin continues saying, "When you've literally degraded me to my face in front of people. I've been nothing but a friend to you. And yes, being a good friend to someone is holding their feet to the fire. I'll never forget Rich telling me that only some people are meant to be on camera. Insulting all kinds of shit about me. You can be mad, you can be angry, but the truth is the fucking truth. So yeah, go on and be mad, but I've looked out for your dumb ass. I don't give a fuck what you say. I won't be addressing shit because that's the exact reason I'm done with petty motherfuckers like you." Now, this is when Shelby replied to somebody else's tweet that has now been deleted. And Shelby said, "Rich's video title / thumbnail is one I also don't agree with and would never condone. However, I don't think he had intentions of hurting or offending anybody. He has to deal with his own consequences for his actions. But I don't think that having a friend make a video ending their friendship publicly online because he didn't agree with his actions or reactions to constructive feedback was warranted. Handle that behind the scenes. People can choose to be friends with who they want for whatever reason, but this messy public shit is for the birds." Now, there's one more comment she made under this saying, "There is too much history there to be messy online with each other. Talk on the phone and hash it out and end the relationship if there is no way to reconcile. But take this shit off Twitter. Stay classy. Pinkies up." This is where Dustin replied to that, saying, "I would sit this one out. I did speak to Rich privately. Let's not pretend like you haven't done your share of shit. I literally left you the same comment I left Rich. Remember your tasteless ass video title? Let's not." And again, I just want to say, Dustin, your hands are not clean either. You did the same thing too. And just because you've grown and learned and now you're trying to help friends, you don't need to shove it in their face either. Shelby was just giving her opinion. And maybe she doesn't know what you guys said privately. And she's just saying, as a friend to Rich, this is what I would have done. Stay off Twitter. Stop causing more of an issue than there needs to be. It just keeps going on and on and on. And this is why I have to keep showing all of these tweets, because it went on and on and on and on and on. I mean, you even went after her. So this is Shelby replying to that saying, "I respect the direction you're taking your videos lately. And so do I, Dustin. I'm loving them. And so am I. Wishing you the best. I'm not on anyone's side in this. I'm just speaking how I feel on it. And I agree with Shelby. This is my video on me speaking how I feel on it. I agree with some points that Dustin make, and there are things that he said that I don't agree with. And I love Rich, but I don't agree with the video. I don't condone it. I don't like it. And maybe that's why I skipped over it originally when it came out. And Dustin says, and so am I. But it continues. She says, the DM in question, I wish you the best with hearts. And this is the actual DM. And it says, I wanted to reach out to you and tell you that I really appreciate the direction you're trying to take the drama world. The past month has made me kind of self-reflect on what I want out of my channel and reevaluate what I was willing to do for growth. You even warned me, but I had other people in my ear pushing me to do the wrong things, and I made the wrong choices. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm such a fan of the new content. Now, this is what Dustin replied with, saying, no, that's not the DM in question. This is. And if we enlarge it, it says, thanks for the comment. I changed the title. I appreciate you. It's way too small for me. Sorry, guys. I thought I was going to be able to read it on the screen. So it says, I had to enlarge it. Sorry. And I enlarged the wrong part. I appreciate you reeling me in when I get carried away. And that's when Dustin replied, I love a good title. I just think you're getting tons of hate for that, especially if Trish sees it. And she replied with, oh, I already am getting hate comments. I changed it. I reread it. And I was like, okay, this is someone's life. There's a line. And Dustin said, Trisha Googles herself often, laughing my ass off. And this was back from March 28th, where her comment was from Wednesday, it looks like, at 5:26 p.m. Now, Shelby did reply, and she said, yes, that is the conversation we had. And this was the video in question. I'm not proud of it, and I'm owning up to that. Ever since the harassment and doxing, my perspective changed. I really appreciate you looking out for me. Should have listened to you. Wishing you well. And Dustin replied with, you did the right thing. I just suggest you talk with your friend Rich and let him know what he did crossed a line, because at the moment he has his blinders on. How would he feel if that was someone he knew or followed? Asking for comments, asking for comment, it should be common decency is bad how, not comment. And then he did correct it, and I didn't see that when I read it. So that was their like back and forth, and it felt like it got heated and then it got reeled back in. And I'm glad that they're both on good terms from everything that it seems. And I'm happy with that because I like them all. I do. I really, really do. Now, here are some replies also that were the last little bit underneath those. And it was Dustin again. After someone said, which video of Shelby's did you mean? And he said she posted one a few months ago that allude to Trisha losing her baby or some shit. I left her the same type of comment, and she then DM'd me saying she overstepped. Either way, like she said, birds of a feather. And they said, this is sad. I like all of you. And I agree. I do like everybody. And he said, "What's sad about this, Rich and I weren't even tight like that." And then ShelbyE replied with, "I also sent you a DM recently telling you I regret doing that. I don't want to compromise my morals for a video. And in that situation, I did, despite you giving me a heads up. Not something I'm proud of. I don't want to be known for that. You live and you learn and grow." And I do agree. And you also take accountability for the things that you've done as well. You live, learn, and take accountability, and you grow from your mistakes. Okay, and that was it for the ShelbyE comments. There are just a couple more tweets from Dustin. It's this one that says, "Let me clue you guys in on something. I've cut my entire family off the past 6 months, and you expect me to be upset about a friendship with someone I met online that has shown me multiple times who they really are? If I cut you off, you handed me the scissors." And then this one says, "I really can't believe people are mad that I basically set a boundary and that I called someone out for their dangerous behavior, clickbaiting someone's death. I'm really fighting over trying to show someone how to have a modicum of decency." And then he said this, which was a reply to that. And this person says, "When you set boundaries to those that are so used to having the control, because all sorts of behavior from people, a direct response like someone having an anxiety attack, they defend what they consider normal, no matter how toxic. They have to get the control back at any means." And the last one is this, and it says, "A statement." Now, this is a video, and it was of Tati, and this is the video.
Cause a lot of controversy. I know that, but I didn't think it would get to this magnitude. I didn't think it was possible.
So what he's trying to say is he knew that this would cause controversy, and he knew that this would cause some issues, but he didn't think it would get to this. And in a way, I kind of think maybe, yeah, he thought that this would just be like him making a video and that's that. But there were things said in that video that I know I didn't agree with, and I'm pretty sure other people didn't agree with. And some of the things that you said were, yes, a little harsh. So you have to remember, people are entitled to their opinions, and sometimes the things that you say, maybe you don't realize are that bad, are bad to others. So that is everything so far with all of the Rich Lux and Dustin Dailey situation, along with everybody else that is in the mix as well. I want to know what you guys think. Do you agree that Rich's video went too far with the title, the thumbnail, the saying that they took the gun and all of that? Like, do you agree with Dustin's video? Do you agree with some of the things that I said, saying how there are things in Dustin's video that he has done too, that yes, he has taken accountability for in the video, but he then drags people for things that he has done just as bad? And I don't remember him taking accountability for it. Let me know. Make sure to like this video, comment with your opinion, and subscribe for more like this. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.